Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here I talk about studying abroad, experience abroad, working abroad, and whatever is connected to the issue and the matters that you can face in another country. In this video I want to share with you 5 things that I wish I knew when first time I moved abroad. I moved abroad to Russia to study when I was only 18, and I didn't know a lot of things, and nobody was there for me that I could ask, because I was the only person in my immediate family, in my extended family, who had a chance to go abroad to study. I hope this experience that I went through and I learned later, because when I finished my studies, I started traveling. I moved to a lot of countries. I have lived in Hungary, I was living in Turkey, I was living in France, and I sometimes go and live for a while in Norway. So I hope that this experience of mine will help you too to not make the same mistakes that I did when I was very young. The first thing is about food and health. When I moved to Russia, I was living in a dormitory, and I was too much concentrated on my studies. I was really scared that I would not make the exam. I will be kicked out from university. So the only thing I was doing, I was studying, like literally studying, not paying attention to anything in my life. I was eating a lot of fast food. I was not cooking any proper meal, even if we had a big kitchen in our dormitory, and in most of the cases it was free. There were not a lot of people, but still I was not cooking because I was thinking I don't have time for that. I was eating, sausages, I was eating pasta, the things that, the food that doesn't have any nutrition. So what happened in the end? After 1.5 years, I had very bad problems with my health. First of all, I lost all my hair because they started falling, and it's obvious because I was not eating any vitamins with the food. I was not taking any medicine additionally, and my food was not nutritious at all. And the second thing was problem with my face. I started having a lot of acne that I had to cope with for another 5 years in my life to get rid of them. And of course, by time I start being less energetic and less active that I used to be, for example, when I was, at high school. All in all, I understood that, okay, I'm studying to finish something, but at the same time, I don't pay attention to my food and health, and in the end, my productivity is low. So I understood this point after 4 years, unfortunately, after I finished my bachelor degree. When I applied for master, when I was in my master degree, then I started paying more attention to my food. I started realizing that, okay, if I want to be more productive, if I want to study more, if I want to do more, I have to eat better and healthier food. I have to take vitamins with my food, and etc. etc. So if you are going to move abroad and you are alone and nobody is controlling you, because at home usually my mom was cooking, she was telling us what to eat, what is good to eat, what is not good to eat. In Moscow I didn't have any kind of this control, and I was eating whatever was there. So don't do this mistake. Pay attention to your nutrition, and pay attention to, in general, to your health, because it's very important. The second thing is about making friends. I don't know why. Actually, I know because again, I was studying a lot. I was thinking, it was really hard for me because I didn't speak very well Russian. So I was very afraid that I would not make it. So that's why I was studying all the time. So as I have mentioned, I was not making friends in general. In the first 3 years, I was alone. I was doing things alone. Maybe I had 2 girls that I was going out with from time to time. But in general, whatever was there, they were inviting me, they wanted to talk to me, whoever was there, I was not responding because I was thinking I have to study, I have to do it, and etc. etc. And after again 3 years, I was about to finish my bachelor. I saw that everyone already established in the term that they have their own circle of friends, and I'm the only one who didn't have anyone, to go out to do things. Because of course, the last years it was much easier for me to study there because I knew the system, I knew how it works, I was speaking Russian much better than I used to in the beginning. So please make friends. Go out, studying from the first year, studying from the first day, whoever is open to you. If you are introvert, right, and you can't go and talk first, but when people are open to you, please be open, talk to them, make friends, because later on you will really need this support, and you will have this long-lasting friendship for sure, because when you go through this hard time at university, your friendship will be stronger. The third thing is about studying. If you are going abroad for working, so then it will mean for you work less. Whoever is for the studying, study less. Explore more. I spent 6 years of my life in Russia, and there are so many places that I didn't have time to visit. I really didn't have time to go there. I was thinking, okay, I will do it this month, I will do it next month, okay, next year I will be much free, and then I will do it, and etc. Every time I was postponing, in the end, maybe I have seen only 20% of Moscow. 20%, can you imagine? 6 years. So I didn't explore at all. I was not going out. The only place I was going, it was for grocery, yes. Sometimes it would be a shopping mall. Again, it was super close to my university. And sometimes I could go to another part of the city to see my aunt. That's it. This is my life in Moscow. Study, study, study. So if you are working, planning to go to work, planning to go to study in another country, please try to explore more, because study or work is your responsibility. You will do it anyway. You have to do it, right? So and you will make time for it. But exploring things, you always postpone, and in the end, it will turn out that you didn't do anything, right? I left, and I'm not planning to go back, and I don't know when I will have time to be there, to explore more, to see more, to try more food, and etc. etc. So yes. The fourth thing is about opportunities in general in a foreign country, and when you are moving for studies or work, try to use opportunities that you have. Again, I was to concentrate on my studies. I was not considering anything as a job, internship, any kind of events, anything that I could have network with anyone, or any experience that I could have, except besides my studies. I was only on with my books. So Moscow is super cool and super big. I had a lot of chances to work, to have an internship, to go to conferences, to go to summer schools, winter schools, a lot of things that I could do. Now I'm thinking, and I regret about it, of course, but what can I do, right? So try to use the opportunities. You could see any clubs, any events, any community that is there in your university. Go and follow it. Go and be a member of it. Try to, find an internship, even if it is for 1 week. All the experience that you will get in these events, all the networking that you will make in these events will help you in the future. Believe me, whatever is happening, it doesn't matter what kind of experience you will get from these events, that will help you in the future. So yes, use the opportunities. And the last thing about money, it would sound strange, because usually when you move abroad, especially for studies, you're always poor, because this is like, you know, the image of poor student. So you don't have money, you're always, I don't know, trying to save and stuff. But in my case, and in the case of the people who will go to another country for work, I would say that try to save more money. When I was in Moscow, my parents were helping me and supporting me, and later on, when I was third year student, I started earning myself also. But I was so careless. I was so careless with my money, and now I regret it a lot, because at that time it was really big money, and everything is super expensive in Moscow. So now I'm thinking that, okay, I could invest this money. I could just save them and buy a flat, or I don't know, any kind of property or accommodation. But what I did first, I was just spending it on food, on, I don't know, clothes and stuff. And later on, when I saved money, I don't regret about it, but still, I was traveling with my mom a lot, and then later I just had a lot of money, it's like $10,000. For me, it was a lot. At that time, I think it's still a lot. So I just helped my parents with the renovation of the flat, but still, I could save more. For sure, I could save more. If I was more conscious about my finance. So when you are outside, of course I understand that you want to explore the new places, restaurants, food and stuff, but try to save at least 10%. Like, this is a golden law. Try to save at least 10% of your income. So yes, this was the main mistakes I made when I was abroad, and I'm still abroad actually, but yeah, when I was studying abroad, and now when I'm in Hungary, I try to consider all these points. I also go out a lot. I make a lot of friends, and I try to use all the opportunities I have, any kind of internship, any kind of events that is there. I'm always the first person who subscribes for it or follow the event. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I would really love to your support, any kind of support. Subscribe please, put like, send it to the people who will be interested in this video, and see you in my next videos.